also known as Trey keeps pressing the button.
Yeah. I got a button to press right here.
Your belly button?
Yes, actually. Don't touch that. It's a self-destruct.
Oh, wow. Imagine that. All right.
So all three of us are traveling and continuing searching for my sister while also simultaneously looking for my rifle.
Looking for Hortense's sister, yeah.
And any other survivors?
Yes, other survivors as well. So we're heading out onto a longer sandbar kind of place, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're seeing a lot of driftwood and what you assume is wreckage from the disaster earlier. As the sandbar widens, let come, Andrew. Well, that's more than that's how we got into this mess in the first place. Vive la handsome. Andrew has been added successfully. What?
Yeah, you have a command in my chat now. Exclamation point Andrew 1.
What does it do?
You go in my chat, you do exclamation point Andrew 1, and that's the text that comes up.
Viva la handsome, huh?
Like, oh well, Viva la handsome.
You let these people mod your thing?
Yes.
Okay, well.
If he wasn't handsome, I wouldn't let him do it.
Okay. Interesting. Mm-hmm. All right. Decision point time for you, sir. Mm-hmm. Would you prefer, as you walk out onto the sandbar, to stay closer to the forest or head out along the water?
Let's try the forest first.
All right. So as you walk along the beach, you go, you stay closer to the forest. Walking slowly and quietly because there are predators on this beach that we have seen previously, and it seems, you don't want to mess with them, maybe. We're walking quietly?
Stealth.
Please roll for stealth, sir. Oof. Maybe we don't roll on the paper.
Yeah, that's
let's try that. Let's try that again. There we go. That's a much nicer number. Let me roll for
19.
Rickard. He's good.
I was quiet as a church mouse.
19 as well. And then Hortense is decent. She doesn't have a great dex, I imagine, as a strength fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you notice she lost her hammer as well. So she's kind of unarmed at this point.
So I got a dagger. Can I pass her a dagger?
Yeah, you can, absolutely. She takes it with gratitude, eyeing the forest suspiciously. So yeah, y'all are all pretty quiet. Let me make a roll for something else. Oh my. Okay, well, that's,
That's 17. That's not good for us.
It sure ain't. So you attempt to venture closer to the forest.
What about the cloak?
The Invisibility Cloak, you mentioned that to Rickard earlier, and he said he doesn't have any spells like that. If anything, you're more likely to with your illusion magic. But okay. Alas, you do not have invisibility yet either.
Darn.
Maybe when you level up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which we might do today or next time, just depending on where in the adventure we are.
Of course.
Okay. There is a tension in the air as you proceed along the forest. The dark patches in it seem a little darker than usual, and something about it makes your neck, the hairs on the back of your neck, they're prickling a little bit.
Roll for investigation.
You want to roll for? I'm going to let you do it. Roll for investigation.
Because I want to know.
What's in there? What's making you feel so uneasy? I appreciate your bravery.
Just looking, not moving.
Just looking? Alright, you peer into the darkness in the forest, and see dark patches in the forest.
Well, that's great.
Are you comforted?
No.
No? So you're still a little uneasy. What is your reaction to this lack of knowledge?
I'm asking Rickard what he sees.
What do you see with your elf eyes, Rickard? Kidding. Rickard is a human. 18. So you turn to ask Rickard what he sees. He peers into the forest. His eyes widen, and he has like an oh shit expression on. And then the raptors jump out of the forest. Roll for initiative, please.
Oh boy. We're all armed.
Yes, you are. Yes.
Okay. 19.
19. Very nice. Let me write that down. How many you got that? Oh damn, 6 raptors.
No boy.
Yep, this one's gonna be a slog, maybe.
What are their hit points?
No idea. I'll have to look that up. All right, so we got a 19 plus 3, so you got 21. Record is a no Sakura. 21. Record has a oof. 15. Grouping 1 of raptors. We're assuming 3 decks, so 17. Hortense. It's like a 2 decks. Shit. So slow. I love her.
Good thing she's burly.
Yeah. She's a burly bitch. She's not a bitch. She's fine. And group 2 of raptors has a 9. Alright. 4, 5, and 6.
Are there any trees near us?
Yes, you are right up next to the forest, right?
How well can I climb?
How well do you feel like you can climb?
Fairly well.
Fairly well? Alright, we'll get a roll for that when it comes to your turn. Since the raptors did jump out of you, I'm going to let them kind of close the distance a little bit before you take your turn. In D&D, we would call that a surprise round, and normally you can do a bit more on a surprise round, but, you know, I'm flying by the seat of my pants today, so
okay, that's fine.
We're going to do whatever.
Okay.
So, the raptors burst forth from the foliage, and you suddenly understand why you had that uneasy feeling while you were looking into the undergrowth. So, now these things are kind of formed up in front of you in a semicircle, partially blocking your access to the forest. Sakura, what do you do?
Can I roll for intimidation?
You are always welcome to roll for intimidation.
And if I can, like, release a roar like I tried to do on the beach, or, like, on the ocean,
yeah,
scare them away?
Yeah? Well, let's find out.
Hey.
Oh, damn.
That's good. See. 18.
Do we want to use intimidation? Oh, fuck. Yes, of course we want to use intimidation. You got, like, a +7.
So just...
Yeah, they can't beat that. Alright, yeah, so you channel a part of your Azamar heritage into your fury before these raptors. And they look fucking terrified. They were not expecting to meet such a fearsome foe on the beach. Let me see. Let me see. Roll 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And call it evens or odds. Odd. Okay. So what happens is, you roar, all these raptors look terrified, 4 of them say, fuck this, we out, and skitter back into the trees from whence they came. 2 of them seem a little bit braver. Let me see which ones. 1 and 3, so the 2 in group 1. And you got anything else you want to do on your turn? After your roar of fury?
I guess I can't shapeshift anything.
How you mean?
Like make a not life size, but like a decent sized model to scare the other ones that are a little older.
You mean to use your minor illusionary powers to create an image to attempt to further intimidate these 2 dinosaurs. Okay, I'll say you can use your illusion powers to make something and thus roll another intimidation check.
I'll make a dragon.
Gonna make a dragon, alright.
A red dragon.
Okay. Red dragon.
Scary one.
Yeah, the scary one, naturally. Let's see how scary it is.
Oh, it's a 19!
He rolled another fucking 19. It's not a nat 20, but for our purposes, it's good enough. Let me see. Do these raptors still have the will to fight at all? Yeah, no. So you create a little image of a red dragon in front of, right up in these raptors' face, actually. And you scare them badly enough that you hear them make squeaky noises and things plop out of their bodies as they skitter back into the bushes, thoroughly cowed by this display of savagery by what they thought were shipwreck survivors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you beat all that on your first turn.
That's pretty impressive.
That is very impressive.
Thank you, sir.
You can see Rickard behind you nods approvingly, and Hortense kind of looks a little bit,
Like,
wow.
Like,
wow, he really did keep his promise to keep us safe, didn't he?
mm-hmm.
I'm a little scared.
Are there any raptors left? Are they all gone?
It seems you scared them all back into the bushes, and some of the bushes where they passed through kind of are still waving, settling into place as they had run through them. You want to leave your little dragon illusion there for the duration, or do you make it disappear as they leave?
Which sound? Out of character.
Which
sounds better?
Let me see. You scared them with this thing, so I think it would be better to leave it there for the duration.
To watch.
As a ward, right?
Yeah.
To prevent them from coming back.
Okay.
But when it runs out, who knows what might happen?
I'm gonna go look to Rickard. I'm gonna say, make us a tent, a living quarters in the trees.
He looks at you and says, "Where the raptors just came from?"
Behind us. You said there were trees.
They were in the bushes. You're walking along a coastline, and all the trees and the bushes are on the inland side of the beach, right? Mm-hmm. As you were walking along the beach widened into like a sandbar.
Can we climb the trees then, so we can like make our escape, faux escape?
Faux escape from the raptors when you just scare them off.
Because if they can't see us, they're gonna run off.
Maybe. Is that the course of thought you're going with?
Just so we can all get in a tree.
Alright, there's trees to climb if you wish to.
Okay.
Go ahead and climb the tree.
Oh, well.
Your athletics check is a little lacking there. Let me see how the others do. Not very great, and... so Hortense, surprisingly, is the only one who shimmies up the tree. The other two of you kind of, have a little bit of difficulty.
But we're keeping her safe. I think me and Rickard can handle it.
Yeah. So you're kind of hanging out in the area you encountered the raptors in with your dragon illusion still kind of hovering there, breathing fire.
Let's ask her to wait in the tree where it's safe, and we're going to go look for her sister.
You ask her to do so, and she says, "Fuck that, I'm going to look for my sister too." She'll be worried if she doesn't see me with you. How high up does the tree does she get? Let me see. If she gets high enough, she might see something good. Let me see. 67, that's pretty close. So Hortense has gotten up pretty far up the tree, maybe like around 3/4 of the way up, and she's high enough to report back that there is a hill further inland with kind of rocky outcroppings that you might be able to see more from if you were so inclined to take.
Let's make our escape then.
A study in geography. All right, which way do you attempt to escape in?
Towards the hills.
Beach? Towards the hills. Inland. All right, roughly in the same direction the raptors went.
But just like 45-degree angle.
At a tangent. Got it. All right. So y'all wait for Hortense to come back down, helping her the last few
Offer
steps.
to catch her.
Yeah, she steps on to your hands and kind of falls to the ground from there because she's a hefty girl. You're not going to be able to.
I got good strength though.
You got good strength, but not carrying Hortense kind of.
No,
strength,
I just like catch her.
Yeah, you slow her fall enough that
there
comfortable
you go.
now.
There you go.
And then you head into the trees in a slightly different direction than the one you think the raptors went in. And as you're kind of creeping along through this very dark jungle, you feel... Yeah, roll it. Go ahead and roll it. A6. Let me see what the group stealth is. I got a 5. Oh dear.
Okay.
Wow.
Hortense, into your eyes, would you?
Why is Hortense being so capable?
She's a strong, independent female character, Andrew.
I hate the dice for having created this monstrosity.
Hey, she's a woman. She's
All
not a
right,
monstrosity.
so your bootsteps thud. Rickard's footsteps make squishy noises from all the sand on his boots, and for whatever reason, Hortense's footfalls are as light as a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make one more roll. Okay. Yeah, the feeling of unease returns as you journey through this dark underbrush, heading in the direction of the hills.
Do I have anything in my bag of holding to cover our scent?
Your scent.
Like, can we grab some dirt or something and put it on us?
That is also a thing you could do, yeah. You ask Rickard for a little favor in that direction, and he's like, yeah, I got you. And he grabs a particular, some kind of herb off the ground. It's got a mulchy, loamy smell to it.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of smears it over your torso and all, and does the same for himself. Gets to Hortense, pauses, and then just hands it to her and lets her do herself.
Yeah.
Because, we simping
Gentlemen.
up in here. We simping.
So.
We never wrote down how much ammunition we got last time.
Wait. Yeah, we did. It was 38 bullets. So you gave me 6 crates and they had 6 each. Or 8 each. I put them in my bag.
No, I mean, I didn't write it down, so now I won't remember.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll assume we have plenty in there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's not really
Around
important.
40.
Yeah, there is a lot, and you haggled a lot for the price, so, you still have them in your bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they're going to do you much good without a vessel with which to...
Deliver,
Yeah, that. Alright, so we're in the forest. We're not super stealthy, but we are smelled up. Smelling like natives. Excuse me.
No, those are my bots.
D-bots.
Mm-hmm.
D-bots. Okay. Let me see what happens next. We're in the forest. First off, let's have Rickard make a little survival check. Oh dear. That's not good.
Me next?
Sure.
There we go. No, I'm just kidding. No,
A 7, you say? 14. Okay, yeah. You notice Rickard might be leading you a little askew from the hills, and you correct him, saying, no, it's this way. Rickard shrugs and follows your lead. And you go further into the dark forest. You can't see where the hills are. It's it's dark, and there are trees.
Is there a light that we can shine that only we can see?
That's not really how light works.
But we're... Oh yeah, I forgot. No visibility.
Alright.
Is there non-ambient light?
The ambient light is sufficient for you to traverse the forest, so you don't really need to worry about, your
Something
visibility.
Seeing us.
Right. If anything, you'd be more concerned about something hearing you, because there's a lot of dried twigs and leaves and stuff on the ground.
Yeah.
And as we established previously, Hortense is apparently the only light-footed one among us. So surprisingly, since she is, a hefty gal, hefty Hortense. There you go. Nice little mnemonic for you. Yeah. How are those raptors feeling? Are they feeling brave yet? Nah, not particularly. So let's see. You continue through the forest, plagued by a vague sense of unease, for about an hour, and then another hour after that.
Can I roll for insight to see where we're going?
That would be more of a survival check.
Oh.
But you did roll for that earlier, remember, and you thought you were going the right way.
Oh.
So
Well, we're going for an hour.
you're very confident that this 1 hour is. It's also a big island, so who knows? Maybe the hills were further away than you thought.
Yeah.
You come across a small brook in the forest. You hear it before you see it, and you have to search around for it since under the canopy it is pretty dark, and you have this little stream running over some rocks between trees. All this. It's kind of serene, but in an eerie kind of way, because water sources tend to attract creatures.
It has a stark beauty to it.
I'd say that is an accurate description. Yes. Rickard suggests a break, seeing as you have been walking for multiple hours and your feet might be a little sore.
Agreed.
And when he checks the water, he reports that it is fresh water. So if y'all want to drink from it, go ahead. It's a little muddy, but
Do we have bottles?
Mm-hmm.
Well, fill up our bottles.
Mm-hmm. All right. You fill up your bottles at the stream. You want to take a break, or you want to keep going?
Take a break.
Take a break. All right.
But can make sure Rickard keeps an eye out.
All right. You force Rickard to take the watch. And...
No, we'll trade shifts.
Of course. I jest naturally. All right. I'll kind of take your ease by the water for a little bit. How long do you want to rest? Just
an hour.
half an hour. An hour? Okay.
Guys, we don't want to eat too much unwanted attention.
True.
Oh, well.
But the unwanted attention wants you. So you're in the latter part of the hour.
Are we out in the open, or do we have any coverage?
You are in. Yeah, it's pretty coveraged. You kind of have to. You kind of set up between where two fallen trees had fallen across from each other, with a little river right in front of you.
Hide behind the trees.
Yeah, hide behind the fallen trees, and you're kind of just like leaning up against the trees.
I'm motioning.
Yeah, they know. Y'all are in hostile territory.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. What am I doing again?
Being handsome. Oh,
Always.
other than that, I'm sorry.
Let me see. Let's see who's on watch. Which one do you want Sakura to have? Even or odds?
Even.
Even. Sakura's on watch. So you're keeping watch, and you hear a twig snap.
Roll for perception?
Sure, go ahead. So around a
13.
So 13. Let me see this one.
Sorry. Damn.
Alright, yeah. You hear a twig snap. You peer into the dark underbrush, and you don't see anything. The mottled shadows kind of shift together in the slight breeze coming from the coast, and everything just... It's muddy, and it's dark, and you hate it.
I'll confer with my colleague Rickard, ask him if he sees anything.
Bro, he's on break. He doesn't want to look.
I thought he was with me behind the tree.
He is with you. You all are all in the same kind of small space.
I thought we were hiding.
You are hiding, more or less.
I thought his vision was better than mine because he was elf.
Usually it is, but you are the one on watch at the current, and he's dozing.
Yeah. So should I just try to calmly wake him up?
Alright, you go to rouse him from his slumber?
Very quietly.
Very quietly? Alright, you go to rouse him.
Ask Hortense to stay put.
And as you bend down, a bunch more twigs snap in rapid succession. And then there's kind of a whoosh, and there's a raptor on top of the logs looking down at you. This is where events pick up again. Shall we?
Hortense has the element of surprise, though.
How do you figure?
Because she said he jumped up and he's looking at me. She's behind the log.
You're all behind the log.
Oh, I thought... no, I went to go to him.
You're all, like, in the log.
Okay, I thought I had the interpretation that the raptor was focused on me and Rickard. And not focused on her.
Well...
Because it saw my movement.
It's definitely focused on all of you. Let me see. How many were there in this? 5. Maybe there's 5. Maybe there's not. Who knows? Alright. since you bent down to look at it, it snaps at you with its fearsome little head.